It's interesting. Have you ever noticed how quickly certain Bible verses get brushed aside as just symbolic? It seems to happen all the time. But it raises a really important question. What if the words mean exactly what they say? Let's explore that thought for a moment, shall we? So when we do that, we find a really consistent description of three things: the earth, the sky, and the sun. And it starts with the earth. Scripture repeatedly describes the earth as fixed, established, and unmoving.
Look at this from Psalm 93. The world also is established, that it cannot be moved. The words are just so clear. Not drifting, not spinning, certainly not racing through space.
No, the picture we get is it's just set in place. And listen, this is not some small throwaway detail. This is a theme that shows up again and again and again all throughout the Bible. Okay, so what about the sky above us? Well, Scripture calls it the firmament, and that word implies something solid, something stretched out, almost like a dome or a canopy right over the earth. These passages are describing actual structure, not just empty space. And then, of course, there's the sun. The Bible is very clear about its path, moving across the sky. It talks about the sun running its course from one end of heaven all the way to the other. So, you see, the motion described always belongs to the sun, not the earth. So when you put all of this together, this consistent picture of a fixed earth and a moving sun, it really forces us to confront a central question. It's all a matter of meaning. And here's the fundamental point. When the words are this clear, why do we automatically assume they have to mean something else? Think about it. If fixed doesn't actually mean fixed, then what does it mean? Really, at what point do we decide that words just stop meaning what they say? And remember, we're not just talking about a few scattered verses here and there. Not at all. What we find is an unmistakable pattern, one that runs across the entire biblical record. How many? Well, there are over 200 passages that all point to this same consistent idea. You see this language right from the very beginning. In Genesis and Chronicles, you find it woven all throughout the poetry of the Psalms and the prophecies of Isaiah. And it's not just the Old Testament. You see it echoed in the New, even in Matthew and Revelation. The pattern is just steady, unmistakable, and repeated from cover to cover. So where does this leave us? Well, ultimately, it's an invitation for you, an invitation to read and to decide for yourself, because it really all comes down to one question. Is all of this language symbolic? Just a metaphorical interpretation? Or is it literal? Do the words simply mean what they say? Now, if you want to look at all of these verses for yourself and really decide with your own eyes, this book gathers that entire collection together, all in one place. It gives you the chance to read the verses for yourself, to compare them side by side, to see what Scripture actually says. And honestly, it might just change more than you expect. This book is available right now on Amazon. All you have to do is search for the title, 200 Bible Verses Proving a Flat, Stationary Earth.
Warning: reading this book may cause sudden bursts of curiosity. Proceed with enthusiasm.